Hi, I'm Nate Wants to Battle, and I want to talk to you guys about something. I don't exactly know how I'm gonna go into this video or what I'm gonna title it because it's kind of an update, it's kind of not. It's more of, I guess, a pact or a promise that I want to make to myself and to you guys as well. And before anything, I just want to start out by saying you guys are awesome. You guys are absolutely amazing. As you guys probably know, I took a trip to Philadelphia last week for Pokemon Symphonic Evolutions, and even though I was expecting a fun trip, which it was, I didn't expect it to completely change how I look at this whole YouTube thing, which it did. Before the show, the King Nappy, Shady Penguin, a couple other Poketubers, along with myself, scheduled a meetup, thinking maybe we'll be able to hang out with like 50 of you guys and shoot the breeze and talk about stuff in battle and whatnot, and we could not have been more wrong. I was on my way up to the tent. It was on top of a hill, and as I was walking up, I saw a lot of people hanging out by the meetup tent, and my initial thought was, those people aren't here for me. Those people are just, thinking that's a cool place to hang out, which I totally understand. The tent was a neat place to kind of hang out before the show started. And before I could even reach the tent, I heard a bunch of people that were just screaming, Nate! And like, that's him! And I got swarmed. Before I could even make it to the tent, a bunch of you guys just sprinted up and ran up to me, and it was insane. And when me and the other guys were thinking maybe we'll meet up with 50 of you, I said we couldn't have been more wrong because there were literally hundreds of you at this meetup. There were so many of you there, our meetup ran like an extra 45 minutes long, which it was only going to be about 45 minutes to begin with. So we actually had to make our meetup run late and almost double in length. And the entire time there were so many people there, I got to meet so many new faces, and it was just constant new faces for the entire duration of the meetup, and I had to keep one-on-one time limited to a few seconds so I could even get to everybody, and we still barely managed to do that because there were so many of you there. There was also like security overseeing everything, asking Nate, do you need anything, or how's everything going, are you good here, blah blah blah, as if I was some kind of actual important person at this event. And this entire meetup was when I really realized that this whole YouTube thing is a lot bigger than I thought it was. Now, in addition to the quantity of people there, which was already cool enough, it was also the quality of the people I met there. I've gotten a lot of messages from time to time that say things like, Nate, I love your videos so much, and Nate, your videos actually helped me through a rough time, and Nate, you actually inspire me, and things like that. And for one reason or another, whether I didn't want to or I just simply couldn't, subconsciously, I could never accept it. It honestly just never clicked with me. Those messages, as nice as they were to read, there was something about it that never really truly hit home with me. I mean, one day I just hopped on YouTube and I posted a video thinking people would watch it the way I watch other YouTubers. Just like, hey, this person is kind of cool. The content they create is entertaining. Sure, I'll watch more, whatever. But hearing how much you guys care and hearing how much of an impact that my videos actually have on your lives has made me realize that to a lot of you, it's so much more than that. Now, I received this at the concert. Now, I don't know if you can tell because it might glare or not. It's hard to tell from this perspective, but this is a painting of my starter Pokemon, which is a Cradilly of all things. This is art based on just me playing a video game. And this isn't just some like quick sketch or doodle or just a quick whatever drawing that somebody made like in their downtime or while they were bored. This is legit art. This is watercolor, which is hard to use, and it might be hard to see because of the camera, but they used salt to absorb and like texturize the painting. There was a lot of work and time and talent and effort put into this. This had to have been like hours of work. And it was for me, not just for me, but it was based on, like I said, just me playing a video game. Somebody sat down and made intricate art off of a Pokemon that essentially was a dick joke, man. And they handed it to me in person, framed like this, and something about taking it physically from them and being able to thank them face to face and hug them and just being able to interact with them over this art, like, for whatever reason, it made something click. This is honestly what really made me realize, in addition to the meetup, that this is real and what we're doing is huge and literally life-changing. This is a much bigger ordeal than some guy that's just playing video games and making goofy music videos on the internet. There are people who enjoy my videos enough not just to hey, I'm gonna watch this and be done with it, but make art and make stuff that requires real talent, and they appreciate my content that much. And for that, I cannot thank you guys enough. So with all that being said, I just want to say I'm sorry. And my reason for apologizing is because if you follow me on my various social networks or you've watched my gameplay in depth, you'll know that a lot of times I've said some pretty negative and cynical things about various topics, like nothing that I regret to where I'm going to take a video down, like I didn't speak poorly about anyone or anything specific, but things like the comment section I've openly mocked time and time again in my videos, just pointing out the negative comments, not realizing that I am openly mocking one of the best ways for you guys to say something to me, and it's one of the best ways for me to see it, because I do read the comments a lot, and honestly, the comments that are worth complaining about make up maybe less than 5% in total of the things you guys have to say. And like I said, a lot of you guys are watching and taking things away from my videos. Now, I know I'm not some kind of multi-million subscriber channel or anything like that, but no matter how you break it down, 200,000 people, over 200,000 people, that's a lot of people watching one guy. So if ever I have said anything, whether it's on social media platforms or even in any of my videos, that may have influenced you to say, think, or do something negative towards somebody else, something else, or even toward yourself, I am sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, I'm sorry. Life is really short, and it should be about appreciating the things we do have and not dwelling on the things that bring us down and progressing as human beings. Every minute you spend should be spent somehow trying to better yourself as a human in any way possible. I actually made a video a long time ago that I'll leave in the description if you're interested in watching it. It's an unlisted video that's really old, before I was actually really making serious videos. And it was just about being happy and staying positive, and somewhere down the line I lost sight of that mindset, and thinking about that makes me really upset. So I'm going to make a pact, or a promise, if you will, and I am posting it here on YouTube so that I, myself, have no excuse not to try and keep that mindset, to keep that positivity, to try and spread that happiness and encouragement to myself and everyone around me 24/7. I want to try and keep that positive outlook and that encouraging aura, and just try and spread it to everybody around me, everyone who I know in person, or even everyone watching my videos, in hopes that it can spread and infect the people who are taking away from the words I say and the content I post and the music I make, in hopes that it spreads like a wildfire, and we can just make this giant combustion of feel-good happy times. And if any of my YouTube friends out there are watching this and you think maybe I've been falling under and doing the same things as far as my outlook on comments and social media and stuff like that, I encourage you guys to try and do the same thing as well. Now, we all get sad, we all get upset, we all get discouraged. It's human nature. It's going to happen, and there's no escaping that. But what matters is if you bounce back, or if you dwell on it and let it become part of your psyche. So again, I am posting this video to say that I promise that I'm going to put all the energy I can toward keeping a more positive outlook and having a more positive influence on the people who are watching what I do, and to be a little more optimistic about life and not let the little things bother me and let it basically determine how I act on public forums for myself and for you guys. Because in the end, one way or another, whether I like it or not, I've had to come to grips with the fact that I am somewhat of an influence to some of you guys watching. And again, this is something that I didn't necessarily want or something that I planned for, but it is something that I've learned is a factor in what I do. There are people who not only just watch my videos for the entertainment factor, but they actually take something away from my videos. They take the things I say, and it might go on once the video's over. And from now on, I want to try and post with that in mind. Because if any of you guys, even one person, walks away with some kind of influence left on you from something I post, I want it to be the best one possible. And I want it to be the one that encourages you to also try and better yourself as a human. Now, I just want to say right now as a disclaimer, that does not mean that the language choice is going to be changing. The profanity is still going to be sprinkled throughout the Let's Play videos. That's something ingrained into my mind that I really can't change. And I just kind of hope that you guys will be smart enough to know that a professional or serious environment is not the time to make a dick joke. And if you can walk away with that and know that, then I think as far as that goes, we'll be fine. So yeah, that's the main thing I wanted to talk about. Now, with all that out of the way, I did also want to give you guys a channel update. There's going to be some rescheduling and changes that are happening that are actually unrelated to all the stuff I just talked about, but I figured while I have you guys here, I will let you know what's going on because you're going to notice a change. The date I'm posting this is Sunday, September 28th, and I just wanted to say that throughout this week, from now until Saturday, the Pokemon Black 2 Randomizer Nuzlocke and Sims 4 will only be on hold for 1 week. Now, that doesn't mean that uploading is going to stop for the week. It's quite the opposite. I actually have a lot of stuff going on this week on the channel, but I wanted to let you guys know it's going to be a little bit different. Now, I don't want to spoil anything as to why, but if you follow me on Twitter, you probably already know what it's about, and I gotta say, I'm really excited, and I hope you guys are excited too. But you're gonna notice that today, this is the only video that I will be posting. Monday and Tuesday, there will be no videos at all, because I'm gonna take that time to work on this stuff. And then Wednesday, I will have another, you can call it update video, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be special to let you guys know about the kickoff for this cool project we are starting in a few days. So just to wrap all of this up, promising to try and be a better influence and have a more positive aura on the internet and in person, not let the little things bug me, and just try and better myself as a human being for myself and for you. No videos until Wednesday, and then Wednesday will be the kickoff for this special surprise. But thank you guys so much. I love you guys, and from the bottom of my heart, your support means the world to me, because without you guys watching and without you guys sticking with me and supporting me through all the content I make, none of this would be happening. So I genuinely mean it when I say I hope you guys have a fantastic day, week, month, year, and life. And as always, I'll talk to you guys soon. Goodbye.